It was half hidden beneath the sleeve of my dad's old flannel shirt, barely visible as they lowered the casket. Just a faded black trident, edges softened by age. I only saw it because the funeral director brushed past his arm and the fabric shifted. A trident. Not a logo. Not a design. A seal trident. My stomach tightened. I had lived with this man for 22 years. I knew his favorite tea. I knew how he whistled when he cooked. I knew he hated loud noises and never sat with his back to a door. But I had never known this. And neither had anyone else. The cemetery was quiet. Normal. Too normal. A few neighbors. Some distant relatives. My mom sat beside me, fingers clenched around a tissue like it might vanish if she let go. The priest murmured words I wasn't hearing. Then I heard engines. Not one. Many. Low. Heavy. Controlled. I turned. Black SUVs rolled in, one after another, slow and deliberate. No sirens. No flashing lights. Just quiet authority. They parked along the far side of the cemetery. Doors opened. Men stepped out. Tall. Broad. Still. All in black. No insignia. No medals. No names. But every single one of them stood exactly the same way. Straight. Silent. Alert. My chest tightened. One of them looked toward the casket. Then another. Then all of them. And they froze. Not relaxed. Not casual. Locked. Like soldiers. The priest faltered. People whispered. Who are they? Are they military? Is this some kind of protest? Then one man stepped forward. He walked alone. Slow. Heavy steps. Like each one carried weight. He stopped in front of the casket. Stared. And then? He saluted. Sharp. Perfect. Absolute. Every single man behind him snapped into motion. 60 warriors. 60 identical salutes. The sound of 60 boots clicking together echoed across the cemetery. My mom gasped. My hand started shaking. The priest fell silent. No one spoke. The man who had stepped forward finally lowered his hand. His voice was low. But it carried. Permission to honor a brother. No one answered. He didn't need it. He turned to his men. Form. They moved like machinery. Not rushed. Not slow. Exact. 2 lines formed beside the casket. One of them reached into his jacket and pulled out a folded black flag. Another carried a small wooden case. Another held a framed photo. I couldn't breathe. My dad? The man who used to fall asleep watching old documentaries. The man who complained about his knees. The man who packed my lunch. Who was this man? The leader finally looked at me. At my mother. His eyes were red. Not teary. Red. From restraint. You didn't know, he said. It wasn't a question. My mom shook her head slowly. No. His jaw clenched. He made us promise. Promise? Promise what? He said his family deserved peace. Not questions. Not fear. He looked back at the casket. He said he was done being a ghost. My heart started pounding. What did he mean? I whispered. The man hesitated. Then he said it. Your father saved our lives. Not once. Not twice. More times than I can count. A murmur rippled through the crowd. Saved? My dad? The man who struggled to carry groceries? He was declared dead once already, the man continued. Long before his body stopped breathing. My mom's knees buckled. I grabbed her. "What are you saying?" I asked. The man reached into his jacket, pulled out a coin. He placed it gently on the casket. It had a trident on one side and a name on the other. Not my dad's name. A different one. He never used his real one again. My skin went cold. "Who was he?" I whispered. The man looked at me. His voice cracked. He was the reason 60 men are alive today. Then he turned, raised his hand again, and said the words that shattered my reality. "Brothers, welcome him home." And suddenly, they started kneeling. One by one. 60 elite warriors. Kneeling in the dirt. For my father.